Good evening, little people, big dreams. Big people, big dreams. Tonight's story is about Zaha Hadid. She was an architect. And I didn't know about her before, but it's a pretty neat story. And in the show notes, I have a link to a little video that shows you some of her real buildings, the ones that were made. And they're all over the world, and they're pretty crazy, pretty cool. Little Zaha was a Muslim girl who lived with her family in Baghdad, a city where past and present mixed in the most amazing ways. From an early age, little Zaha dreamed about the future. And you can see her building things even then, like maybe in the way that you build things with Lego or blocks. Zaha had her own taste and liked doing things her own way. When she was 7, she started designing clothes, and soon she was working on designing bedroom furniture. Zaha attended a prestigious Catholic school where children of all religions were welcome. Her favorite classes were math and art. One summer, Zaha and her family traveled to Rome. There, she discovered that the walls and ceilings of the museums were works of art too, just like the statues and the paintings they held. So Zaha was really interested in the buildings, the museums themselves, and in the things inside. But it was the buildings that really got her. When she was old enough, Zaha went to a boarding school in Switzerland where everybody learned to ski. But those skis didn't get much use because Zaha preferred to stay inside and draw floating spaces that no one had ever seen before. In college, she studied math and then moved to London and got a master's in architecture, where everyone found her to be quite unusual. It seems to happen a lot with these little people, big dreams, huh? Zaha's ideas were new, and she amazed her teachers with building designs that weren't square or rectangle. They used curved shapes. Curved buildings? When she graduated, Zaha remained at the school as a teacher. She challenged her students to be curious about forms and materials, like the great architect Oscar Niemeyer. And that was one of his designs here. A building. Never seen a building like that. Check this out. She had to wait 10 long years until the first of her buildings was completed. It was a fire station made of heavy concrete, but it looked as light as a paper bird. So she designed this. It's a fire station. Kind of looks like a little origami bird, doesn't it? Yeah. It's a concrete fire station. Zaha experimented with form, designing buildings that looked like giant waves cresting on a shore made of concrete. She convinced the best engineers to challenge machinery and to build what was thought to be unbuildable. I don't know if we can do that. Yes, you can. And they could. From Beirut to Beijing, Zaha's curvy buildings challenged the skylines and changed the skylines of cities forever, creating her own map of what the future might look like. And you can see this is a map of the world, and buildings based on her designs are all over the place, all over the world. And Zaha was never afraid of using computer programs and technologies that no one had ever dared to use before. She'd just try it. She changed the way that people thought about women, especially an Arab woman, in an industry that was run by men. Zaha brought a sense of femininity to architecture world. Her colleagues called her the Queen of Curve. And you can see there's mostly, well, they're all men, except for Zaha. Zaha made it to the cover of magazines as the rock star of architecture. She was the first woman and the first Muslim to be awarded The Pritzker Prize, architecture's highest honor. Pritzker Prize. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, even though I practiced it. And little Zaha, the queen of curve, became one of the most successful architects of her time, a true pioneer who dreamt of the future and dared to build the impossible. So can you just imagine her as a little girl building all of these buildings and then really getting to see them come to life? And that, my friends, is tonight's bedtime story. Little People, Big Dreams. Zaha Hadid. Check out the little link to the, I think it's a BBC, like 2-minute video that features some of her buildings. And thank you so much for the privilege of being on your devices. Missing you all so much, and so thankful for you staying safe and being well. And please remember to kiss your beautiful brain. Please remember to kiss your loving hearts. Please remember to look in the mirror maybe when you brush your teeth tonight and say, hey, good looking. Because you're all good looking, just the way you are. Thank you so much, dear friends. Sweet, 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 big, big, big dreams. Good night.